Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. My name is Nikita Sidorenko, and I am a screenwriter. To continuously improve my skills, I've shifted from reading books and articles to conducting mini research to creating summary presentations, something like that, and a method similar to, I don't know, academic university approach. And I think it's rather effective, helping me organize my knowledge and enrich it with new insights. And currently, my focus is on interest. So to gather you here today or motivate you to watch this presentation later, I crafted an intriguing title, Hacking Attention, Interest as an Audience's Vulnerability Point. Perhaps it worked, but I think primarily you're here not just because of catchy title, but because the topic interests you, like how to evoke and maintain interest using it as a tool. But to be honest, I'm sure you've already known the answer, and you've seen a lot of movies, read hundreds of books, heard thousands of stories, played dozens of games, and you know how interest works in your case as a minimum. All I did is compiled it all in one place, and I'll tell you what I've gathered, and at the end, maybe you'll give me some more new information, and I'll enrich my knowledge with the help of you. So, a little bit of context. In the past, advertising competed with everyday life for people's attention, and capturing attention and generating interest was relatively easy with promises of beautiful life and images of happy people. But today, we compete for attention against other content. There is so much content out there, loud, flashy, vivid, unique, and everyone is trying to grab a piece of audience's attention. In the gaming industry, a problem has arisen. There are so many games that people don't have enough time to play them all, and marketing has become even more crucial. More games, more videos for them. A year ago, I watched about 1,000 trailers a month to be in context, to know what other companies, publishers, games, screenwriters, agencies are making for industry. Now it's around 1,500 videos per month. And these aren't all the trailers that are released, just those that came across my radar. And the response to this situation attract attention with something unusual. The classic trio of teaser, announcement trailer, launch trailer is no longer enough. Marketing budgets are increasing. Publishers are launching big, large advertising campaigns involving celebrities, big installation, something unusual just to grab attention. But that's often not enough. Even if you manage to catch someone's attention, you need to spark their interest to keep them watching your video, your trailer to the end, not just for the first 5 seconds. And marketers have taken a mechanical approach to prevent viewers from getting bored by creating very short formats like, I don't know, 6-second bumpers advertising or trailers 101, or nowadays it's more often game title in 60 seconds, or these shorts on YouTube, TikTok videos, and stories in Instagram. So in creative briefs now include expected duration sections for video, and studies have been conducted to see which video lengths get more views. However, from an author's point of view, from author's perspective, this seems like an artificial solution that doesn't address the core issue. And authors have an answer to the question, how long should be a trailer to be watched to the end? And the answer is, it should last as long as it's interesting to watch. And Kojima, genius, he knows it. His last trailer for Death Stranding 2 lasts for 9 minutes, 40 seconds, and it has millions of views. And he doesn't care about this marketing research about that your video should be very short to grab attention and to maintain viewers' interest. So he knows that if you're creating something interesting, they will watch. So if a person already has an interest in the topic or in the game, specific game, they are highly likely to watch the video. Not necessarily till the end, but already they have some interest. However, if it's their first encounter with the game or the topic, it's crucial to employ techniques that can spark and sustain their interest. In a classical advertising approach, there are three eternal, basic emotional drivers that works every time. It's sex, greed, and fear. So sex, it's about the theme of sexuality, attractiveness, and romance. So advertising often uses attractive models, hints at sexuality, or romantic storylines to grab the audience attention. For example, this example of Ace Racer trailer, they made it literally. They use a beautiful CGI model just to make this connection between beauty of human and racing cars on all this atmosphere of this night, maybe underground racing. The second, greed or gain. People are attracted by the opportunity to obtain something valuable, save money, or improve their lives. Advertising often highlights the benefits, discounts, bonuses, or advantages that consumer will receive by purchasing a product or service. So it's almost every sale trailer you can watch in YouTube will use this emotional driver of greed or gain. Buy now, save money, etc. So it works. And the last one, it's fear. People tend to pay attention to what potentially threatens their safety or well-being, and advertising can use fear to emphasize the importance of product or service. But to be honest, in the gaming industry, not often that companies using this driver because they bet on more joy, fun, something something interesting, something positive. But still, sometimes they can use it, for example, in this commercial of Fit XR Zumba. So if you are afraid, if you don't want to go to the ordinary gym where there is some strange people or maybe people with two ideal bodies and you feel uncomfortable, so go home, put a VR set on your head and be in a comfort zone and stay healthy, stay sportive. So even in the game industry, they can use this emotional driver. So while sex, fear, and greed are indeed powerful emotional drivers that can be used to capture attention, to raise some point of interest, they are not the only tools in our disposal. In fact, by focusing too heavily on these base instincts, we risk creating content that feels, manipulative and shallow. So instead, let's consider a more nuanced and more effective approach, working through genuine interest. And now let's finally answer the question, what is interest and how to evoke it? So interest comes from Latin interesse. It means to be inside. So interest equal engagement. To generate interest mean to engage the viewer or player or reader in your video, in your game, in your book. In other words, entice and immerse them. And the structure is very simple. So interest begins with surprise. Surprise occurs when we encounter something new, strange, unexpected, powerful, shocking, something beyond the ordinary. But there is a crucial moment, and nota bene, people don't actually like things that are completely new and unclear. This causes stress and requires effort to understand. They need to turn on their brains, and humans don't like to do it. So centuries of storytelling practice have led to a conclusion that people want the familiar, something that they know, but in a new way. So there should be some recognition of the situation, of character, of archetype, of conflict, but also we need to feed a curiosity about what will happen next. So we need to do something familiar, but in a new way. And to evoke interest, we need to surprise. Okay, it's simple, but how to maintain interest? How to maintain it during the whole video? And there are at least two approaches. First one, periodically create new interest. So create twist in the story that turn everything upside down, leading to new surprises. So we can do it again and again during the one video, during the 20 seconds or 60 or more, etc. So periodically make a twist just to create this surprise. The second is more complex. It's keep the intrigue. Viewers need to understand while they watching your video. They need to feel it. They need to know they will be rewarded if they watch till the end, learning something new, or maybe experiencing some new emotion. So create a mystery for the viewer and promise to reveal it at the end of video, or not. Sometimes we use some open endings, but still we have some payoffs to viewers. And the mystery is a key tool for creating and maintaining interest. What happens next? What's going on? Who is this? Who will win? So all these questions help in the head of our viewer, help us to maintain the interest and keep him till the end of the video. So keep the intrigue, don't reveal the mystery until the end. And we can operate on two levels. The first level, the level of content. It's about storytelling. And the second level, it's the level of form, engaging visuals. And now, when we understand the principles behind generating and sustaining interest, let's dive into some specific methods and tools you can use in your videos, stories, games, how to maintain interest. The first one, most obvious, I think, and everybody knows about it and thinks about it in the first place, it's unexpected twists. So introduce sudden, surprising turns in your narrative. This could be a revelation about a character, an unforeseen event, or a shift in the story's direction. This twist re-engage the audience curiosity, and you can repeat it several times. For example, in this Steam World Headhunter trailer, we see familiar situation of some kind of Western duel, but we see some interesting and very attractive, funny robots made in this steampunk style. And we have this twist, which seems that one of them won, but something goes wrong, and the character wants to know what's going on, where's the head of this robot, and we have this payoff. The second one, cliffhangers. And a section or episode on a suspenseful note, leaving a key question unanswered or a character in a peril. So this encourages the audience to keep engaging to find out what happens next. And it works not only in the end of the video, it works in the beginning, in the middle. We can create some situations. We can put our character in danger and stop it for a moment or just for several seconds with a black screen. Or maybe we can switch to the second line of narrative and postpone the revelation of the first line, keeping our viewers in this state of, I don't know, a little irritation. What's with our character? What happened? How he will overcome it? So cliffhangers works not only in the end of the video. Also withholding information. So strategically omit certain details, creating gaps in the audience's knowledge that they will to feel. These can be details about a character's past, some, I don't know, the meaning behind an event, or the true nature of an object or location. And Kojima used these tool at 100%. In his trailers for The Stranding, you see familiar objects, some, I don't know, guy in a suit, some doll, but everything mixed in this manner that you don't understand anything and you want to know what's going on. Why does this man have this strange device with baby inside? Baby inside, what's going on? And he keeps your interest and you want to watch this video till the end and trying to understand what's going on. So it's very powerful tool to use. Next one, it's a foreshadowing. So plant subtle hints about future developments in your story. This creates a sense of anticipation and encourages the audience to look for clues and speculate about what's to come. So, for example, in this example, in the trailer of Dead Island 2, we see in the beginning of the video that our character has some wound, some bite. We understand after a few seconds that possible it's a bite of zombie, and we know it because we watched hundreds of videos about zombies, hundreds of movies, that he will turn into a zombie. But how? When? Will he struggle? Will he tries to save him or something like that? So this little hint helps us to maintain interest of viewer during the whole video till the end of it. Another very important things, it's pacing and payoff. So pacing, it's about you need to carefully control the speed at which information is revealed and events unfold. A well-paced story balances moments of high excitement with more quieter, reflective scenes. It gives the audience time to process what's happened on the screen while still moving the story forward. So it's more a tool for director, but still it's very powerful tool. And the next one, maybe one of my favorite, it's escalation. Ensure that the stakes and intensity of your story gradually increase. As the audience becomes more invested, they should feel that the challenges are becoming greater and the consequences more significant. So, for example, in this scene, when you see how this dictator, this father, gives his teenager son grenade, it's already a tricky situation. But when he armed it, when he pulls the ring out, now you're catched. You can't stop watching this movie, this short story, and this is not the story of the whole game. This is a short story for this video only, but you want to watch it till the end and know how it will end. Also, micro mysteries and payoffs. While your overall narrative may have one grand mystery, gradually add small mysteries and revelations. Solving these micro mysteries provides regular payoffs for audience, rewarding their continued attention and interest. And it could be anything you want to be. So it could be some characters in mask, some closed doors with strange sounds behind it, some unexpected movements, lights, sounds behind the window, etc., etc. Some small mystery, and then you reveal it and make a small payoff for your viewer. Another thing, it's emotional engagement. Remember that mysteries don't have to be purely intellectual. Emotional mysteries, question about relationships, characters' inner lives, moral dilemmas, can be just as gripping as plot-based one. And I think this is my favorite video of all time, made for gaming industry. This commercial become a Jedi for Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. And in this 3-minute short story, they managed to show us the life of young teenage girl, her relationship with her father, her how she tries to escape from the reality that may be too hard for her, and how father can understand it and be on her side. And this is very emotional ending. And after it, even if you are not a teenager girl, you understand, damn it, I want to become a Jedi too. I want to play this game. So they sold me with this video, the game, and I bought it and I played it several times. So it's my favorite commercial. Okay, we have the second level, the form level, and we can use the power of visuals to grab and hold attention. Striking, beautiful, or puzzling visuals can immediately capture the audience's interest, making them want to keep looking. And by continually presenting fresh and engaging visuals, we maintain that interest over the time. How can we, or in his head, he has these thoughts, how more you can surprise me, what else you can show me? And all these visual tricks works. And maybe I'm not the right person who will teach you how to make it. I think there are people who knows better than me what we can use in a visual style. But some of this, it's, I don't know, use visually striking or unusual imagery, create dynamic and varied visual compositions, employ engaged camera movements and transitions, juxtaposing contrasting visual elements, incorporate symbolic or mysterious visual motifs. So even without this layer of story, of some mysteries, you already can captivate your audience by visual tricks, visual tools. And one of way how to make video visually interesting and intriguing, one of the easiest but not cheapest, it's the collaboration with visionaries who have their own bold, distinctive style. For example, Watch Dogs Legions, Ubisoft, they collaborated with Alberto Mielgo, maybe one of the most interesting and distinctive artists of our time, director, animator. He created very unusual trailer for the game, and it stands out of any other trailer. And how he approaches in visual style, how he tells a story, all these creates a small masterpiece for a game. And even you don't know what is better, this small video or the whole game. Because I played it, it's interesting, but after I played it, I think maybe video was better even than the game. Another example, it's Robert Vallet, who made for Apex Legends a short story about new, for that time, character. And you maybe know him because he made several stories for Love, Death, and Robots. And he also has his own style of storytelling, of visual approach. And even if you don't know anything about the game, even if you don't plan to play it, still you can catch this interest and maintain it till the end of the video. You have a lot of questions. Who is this baby? Why his eyes are blue? What symbols these butterflies with blue dots on her wings, etc., etc. So just the style of some artists can be interesting enough to grab attention and keep it till the end of the video. So in today's battle for audience attention, interest is our most powerful weapon. And by understanding the psychological mechanism behind interest, we can strategically craft our content to bypass audiences' defenses and command their focus. So interest is the vulnerability point in the audience's attention armor. When something piques their curiosity, they can't help but engage. They desire to know more, to solve the mystery, to see what happens next, and it overrides their impulse to scroll away or clicks on something else. As creators, our job is to find and exploit this vulnerability. We must become master hackers of attention using techniques like unexpected twists, cliffhangers, and strategic information withholding to break through the noise and seize the audience's focus. But hacking attention, it's not about cheap tricks and manipulations. I think it's more about crafting an experience that the audience will willingly and joyfully lose themselves in. And we should tend to create content that not only grabs their attention, but rewards it, delivering thrilling revelations and satisfying payoffs. And maybe on your screen right now, it is one of the most capturing opening scene of short trailer that I ever seen during these years. These small phrases, in 60 seconds, someone has to die. It captures your attention and holds the interest till the end. I don't know these people. I don't know what about this game, but I want to know who will die at the end. I don't know why, but it works. So thank you very much for your attention. And all these previous presentations that was in previous days, you audience asked questions to the presenter. And if you want, you can ask me something. But why we do not create some twist in our presentation? And maybe this time it will be me who ask you to share your experiences and ask you what tools and techniques do you use to keep this to keep things interesting. So if you have something to share, I'll be glad and happy. So I'm passing the mic.
Oh, you twister. Okay. So, guys, I bet there are some people to tell stories about what they do in their work in terms of twist.
Twisting a bit. I don't know. Actually, that's a good question. While I was listening to your presentation, I think it was a lot of cool, interesting stuff, and like a lot of tools. One thing that I can share in terms of like, it actually doesn't matter if you make like a story or make an art or whatever. It's like a basic question. If you think of the audience and you ask yourself a question, just put yourself in the shoes of the audience, and you ask, why do I care? This is kind of the key actually here, you know, because like, I don't know, with all the examples, like for instance, the Alberto Mielgo trailer, I watched it till the end because I cared about Alberto Mielgo and I like animation, stuff like this, and I like games, right? Uh, so I don't know if it is I mean, this is like super old and classic recipe, but this question of why do I care, it's kind of defining actually the whole thing. That's my few cents here.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice one. Nice one. Anybody else?
Oh, just a small thing, because I was thinking when Nikita said about this trailer for Death Stranding, right? That it was like 7 minutes or 9 minutes, right?
9, yeah, 9:40.
Yeah. I thought about this video that was posted now on Instagram by Playsense, right? And it's like around 6 minutes or something, right? And this is, for me, it's kind of a proof. So if you ask yourself the question, why do I care? I care now, right? And I watched this thing till the end. You probably care even more about this because you know, you've been here for 2 years and you care a lot. And that's why you actually watched it till the end. The person who don't know you personally, right? And like, I think they will not watch it till the end. Who cannot like relate to this. But yeah, I think that's a cool video actually.
Audience is a king.
Anybody else playing this Nikita's game?
So
If
many
not, we could.
people.
Yeah, if not, we could go to proceed to classic reverse engineering here. Let's go back to the roots. Maybe some questions to Nikita.
Yeah, I have one. Nikita, first of all, can you hear me well? Because my internet connection is shit today. Yeah. So my question is, since like everything is constantly changing, like we have all new like styles in gaming, all new genres, etc. As an author, screenwriter, how can you stay fresh and relevant through like, I don't know, several decades of your work? Maybe you have some recipe for that.
Yeah. So yeah, several years ago I thought about it because I felt that I'm staying at one level and it was a ceiling, and I want to go further to progress more, to make my skills better. And I started to think how to do it. And I understood that, I realized that when you're working in a big company and you work with some videos, you watch some videos that you created your colleagues, your maybe competitors. You know about all big releases in video trailers, but I realized that we missed a lot. So for 4 years now, I'm watching every month. I'm watching more than 1,000 trailers from different publishers, developers, some YouTube channels, just to be in the context and know how they promote their games nowadays. It's one direction. So know your competitors, know your colleagues, know who and what is doing right now in the industry. The second, just stay as greedy and hungry for new content as where you were young. Just read more, watch more, and don't be afraid of new technologies as TikTok. And sometimes you need to, okay, now I will take my phone and for 30 minutes I just will I don't know scroll this TikTok just to know what's going on. And maybe I have one thing that helps me to be in the context among the youngest generation. It's my son, who now watch a lot of shorts on YouTube and some videos about gaming, and now I understand what he is interested in, and maybe the people of his age. So just stay hungry and watch more.
Yeah, thanks. Just a follow-up question. Have you ever encountered the situation where you had to explain that you're watching TikTok, but this time this is for work purposes?
It's always, I always say, why you are playing video games? It's for work. Why you are watching so many videos? It's for work. So I love my work.
Okay, Nikita, I have a question for you. So you during the preso you showed lots of stuff about what to do to actually grab the attention, disrupt the audience, and make something cool. And just for those like who will be watching, what doesn't work right now? Maybe you could name like 3 things that people continue as you're watching, as you said, like hundreds and thousands of trailers regularly, and for sure there are some things that people do like on the regular basis, but this stuff doesn't work anymore, but they continue doing that. Maybe you could point out what exactly to, like, I don't know, scan it on a long distance and prevent to get it into your trailer or something.
So there is one thing that irritates me the most, and I don't understand why so many developers still doing it. In the beginning of the video, there is a logo shots, and sometimes it lasts for 10 or even 15 seconds, and I don't understand why they're doing it. Okay, I know that there is some names that can sell. For example, if in the beginning of the video you write Kojima Productions, okay, maybe you'll grab some attention, but not for, you don't need to do it for 10 seconds and name all developers, all studios. Make it, I don't know, smaller, make it during the video, make it at the end. I understand that you want to show yourself, but in the first place, you need to grab attention and to maintain the interest of viewer. So I know maybe I don't understand something, but for now, it's the most strange thing for me why they are doing it. And for example, there is one good example how Raid Shadow Legends game, they make this logo shot. They begin with the story. There is some skeleton who goes into the cave. Then there is some fight, explosion. And firstly, out of the cave is the logo flies out, and then the character. So the logo was integrated in the story, and you see the logo of the game, the logo of the company, but it's in entertaining way. So you don't lose time of your viewer just to show off. Looks, we made a game, we are so cool. I don't understand it. But if you're asking about what works, I think there is 2 mainstream things that works anytime. First one, it's the classical storytelling. So with an interesting opening scene, with some drama, some hook, some character, you can grab attention and you will follow the character till the end because you want to know what's next, what's going on, how he will win. Everybody knows that the good guy will win, but how? And sometimes it's villain who is more interesting than a protagonist. So the first thing, it's storytelling. The second, it's a visual layer of creating interest, because sometimes good music, very interesting visual tricks grab your attention, and you don't care about the game, and you know that you never will play it because it's not your genre, but you still watch it because wow, it's really cool how they managed to create some short masterpiece just to, you know, to please your visual taste.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Any other questions? So have a lovely rest of the day and the week, and have fun, guys.